YouTubers. Today is day 9 of the cycling process. I'm not gonna make a video every single day from here on out. I'll probably just make weekly updates, only due to the fact that I don't want to bore you guys out in seeing these videos every single day. I want to begin with, it's always good to check your temperature every day. It's also good to check your salinity every day. Make sure that you're on the right path. As you can see, a more diatom bloom in the tank. You guys can see it. It's crazy how fast this reproduces. And if you notice on the sand, like I said, you see there's little spores of diatom inside there. I also got a little bit of green algae growing. But, you know, at this point in time in the cycling process, this is what I want. You know what I mean? Because once everything starts to suffocate itself and die off, the cleanup crew will come in and remove pretty much everything. Other than that, this is day 9 of cycling. Everything's still running well. Next week I'll do next week I'll do my parameters and check everything out. We'll see how long this takes to start dying off. But like I said, from here on out, I'm just gonna make a weekly update until the cycling process is over, because I don't want to make a 30 videos of just the same thing that you guys are seeing over and over and over and over again. So we'll just, you know, let the bloom take over. Then I'll show you what it looks like then. Then once it starts to die off, I'll show you what it looks like then. And then after that, we'll start going into like different type of videos, like you know, proper protein skimming, and just, you know, because I'm gonna be upgrading all my equipment. Like, I got the things that I have is real good, you know what I'm saying, besides the seed clone protein skimmer. Not to say anything bad about it, but to me it's just not, it's not effective. But other people feel differently, and other people got a seed clone that's working perfectly. I just don't know why it's not doing the same for me. It could be because it's still early in the cycling process, but that's why I'm giving it a chance to prove itself to me. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna just buy something, spend that money on it, and then all of a sudden just like throw it away and be like, oh, whatever, you know. Like, I want to see what it can do. So I'm gonna give it its chance and its opportunity to do what it does. And but yeah, I will be upgrading my equipment. The light I'm gonna keep, you know, because those are it's a T5 lighting system, so it's real good. The power pumps I'm gonna keep; those are high door. The next purchase I'm gonna make is the wave controller to give it that ocean effect. The canister, like I said, I'm keeping the flue ball, and just might upgrade the protein skimmer. And then I'm also gonna do videos on the RODI system, which is the reverse osmosis system. Because, you know, people don't want to use their tap water. You want to use quality water. Even if you use distilled water from the store, you know, that's better water than using tap water. Other things too, like, you know, the magnesium and calcium, things like that we'll be talking about later on in videos. Phosphate reactors, you know, biopellet reactors, all that stuff, you know, is similar, but, you know, they all do different things, and it'll be all added into this system. And then after this system is fully complete, where, you know, I have everything that I want, I still want to add a refugium. I don't have a refugium on this one, so I still want to do the refugium on this. And then once I do everything that I need to do to this particular setup, you know, and add the invertebrates and the fish and stuff like that, and it's a healthy system, a healthy environment running, then we're going to move on to the construction and build of the 125-gallon tank. As of right now, you know, I don't want to bore you guys out and keep having you guys see the same thing over and over again. And some people, they don't even know what they're really looking at. You know, like, they just see, oh, look, it's just rocks and water. But, you know, when I look at this system, I look at it something totally different. You know, I look at life. I look at living organisms, like, you know, The diatom bloom, believe it or not, that's something dealing with life of the ocean. You know, like if you go to the how you say, if you go to the Great Barrier Reef, you know, you're not gonna see these type of algae problem. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is so healthy and everything's so stabilized, and you know it's so huge. But and there's so much life going on. But like if you was to go to like a dock, you know, this is like the best example I can possibly give. If you go to a dock and you know people are pulling their boats in and out, you know, and people are swimming there and stuff like that, and you look down snorkeling or whatever, you're gonna see a lot of like algae. And you know, people think that, you know, it's healthy to have that in your system, and it could be for some, but for me, you know, I wanna duplicate the Great Barrier Reef. I don't want none of that algae and all that other stuff. So you know, once this starts to stabilize, you know what I mean, and the cleanup crew is doing its job and everything, the system is healthy, the year plus more, you know, then I shouldn't have what I plan on doing is I don't plan on having no algae problems, you know, because everything I'm doing is to lower my nitrates, is to every piece of equipment I'm doing is to better my system. That's what this is about, you know, bettering your system, gaining the knowledge, and moving on to bigger and better. You know, like this alone, this whole setup, I would say between the rocks, the sand, the power pumps, the lights, the skimmer, the canister, the little minor things that I needed here and there, and the other filter that I have, that Penguin, I would say that I spent like close to $1,000, honestly. And you know, there's people in this hobby that spend way more than that. You know what I mean? And this is just a start. This is just a 40-gallon breeder. Imagine how much it's going to cost to do a 90-gallon. Imagine how much it's going to cost to do a 125-gallon or more. You know what I'm saying? There's people that got like 330-gallon tons. I mean, tanks in their house, sitting on you know, cement that has been built just to hold that tank personally. You know, there's people that got bigger and better. You know what I mean? But the thing about this hobby is to perfect the things that you learn, to perfect the things that you do, and to get better as you go, and to be able to deliver that knowledge to newcomers. You know what I'm saying? To people that don't know nothing about this hobby, because you got them old heads. You know what I'm saying? That just, they think they know it all. You can't tell them nothing. You know, but you know, their advice and everything that they have done has worked for them. You know, it has worked for them. But everybody is different. Everybody's system is different. Everybody chooses to do different type of things. Some people just have strictly reef and corals tanks, you know, no fish. And then there's people that just have fish, fowler tanks. Then there's people that incorporate both, you know. But everything has to adjust itself. Everything has to be balanced in this ecosystem. Because if not, then it's gonna be upside down. You're gonna be backwards. Excuse me. Watch out, Chico. Sorry, those are my dogs. But you know, having this system is a beautiful thing, and every single day, you know, I stare at this tank. No lie. I stare at this tank and I literally watch for maybe about 20-30 minutes, just looking at it and just seeing what's going on within my tank. On top of that, you know, my girlfriend can tell you, I look probably more at this tank more than I look at her. And that's not being disrespectful. That's not, you know, it's just certain things about this tank that catches my eye. Like, we could be in the kitchen cooking, and all of a sudden I'll walk to the tank because I thought I saw something and I just want to take a deeper look. You know what I mean? This hobby is a fun and exciting hobby, and I recommend it to anybody that's willing to get into saltwater aquarium. Everybody says that it's difficult, that it takes too much time. Well, if you ask me, time is better. Anybody can set up a freshwater tank. Anybody can have a surviving freshwater tank. You know what I mean? But it's not even fun. You know, it gets boring after a while. You know, the fish are not as beautiful. You know, you can't put no reef or no corals, I mean, inside your tank. You know what I'm saying? This is what makes the job exciting. This is what makes this hobby exciting. Going through the whole entire cycle process. Yeah, I know, nobody wants to look at water and rocks. You know what I'm saying? But the outcome is what you want. The outcome is what we all go for. The outcome is what we strive for. You know? So, as of that, like I said, I'm gonna leave it, this video. That'll be the last video for this week. Then next week I'll make another one. Then the following week I'll make, and you know, I'll keep doing and updating everything so you guys can go with me through this whole entire cycling process. Once the cycling process is on, we moved on to a different subject. After we move on, do a different subject, we keep going on. We keep going further into this hobby, guys. You know, there's not going to be no page I left unturned, honestly. And as I learn more, I'm here. These videos that I'm making are just pretty much to give you guys the same information that I'm learning. You know what I mean? To try to help you better understand what's going on with your system. I'm not no, like, you know, no certified saltwater aquarist. You know what I'm saying? I'm not none of that. You know, I'm just a person that, you know, been having freshwater tanks for a long time and just wanted to upgrade and wanted to bring a piece of the ocean, a piece of paradise into my own home and see if I can maintain this lifestyle. That people have been doing it for years. You know, I just had to sacrifice and just be like, you know what, I'm gonna start saving for this, and really wanting it. It took me, honestly, it took me about a year to get this whole setup going. And it's not because I didn't have the money, you know what I'm saying? Because I could have easily just went out and spent $1,000. You know, but you know, I got bills to pay, you know, just like everybody else. You know, I live real nice, you know what I'm saying, for the amount of money that I make with my company. But, you know, I'm just blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to be able to do this and to be able to do more and to be able to do what I'm able to do. And it's gonna be able to become bigger. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to brag or nothing, but look, I live pretty well. You know what I'm saying? Got my own house. Two stories. Actually, it's 3 stories if you include the basement. 6 bedrooms. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing much, but you know, I'm not no rich person that can just say, you know what, I'm gonna go drop $7,000 into a tank. You know what I'm saying? The whole setup, get the stand, get everything. You know, a lot of the stuff I do is do it yourself. This is my own personal stand. I built that. It's not the best, but it does the job for now. Later on, I might get with a woodworker or a cabinet maker and have them make me a stand. You know what I'm saying? But as of now, this is what I do. This is what I've been doing, and it's only gonna get better from here on out because I'm that dedicated. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be able to motivate and dedicate others into doing it as well. So, if you guys like my videos, please subscribe. Also, rate and comment. Give me your ideas and your suggestions. You know, every video I ask for them all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's knowledge is different. Share something with me that I could share back with you. Or if you have a question that's something that's going through with your tank. I know I'm still early in this. You know what I mean? But I have done a lot of reading. I can show you the countless books that I have on Saltwater Aquarium. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about me is I like to do the research before I actually do. So when I start doing it, I know the process that's going on. I know what's going on. I know what you need and everything like that. And I'm not going to start something half-assed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to just start something to start it. It has to be all out. Now, the only thing that I'm regretting is that I didn't start the refugium. Because when you do a refugium, you want to do it from day one. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I was going off information of others and stuff like that, and people was like, oh well, you know, a 40-gallon breeder is not such a big tank, so you don't need a refugium. You know, it's things like that you know, it just lets me know that, you know, they said just because I don't need it, they didn't need it, is I don't need it. Well, you know, the thing about me is I'm not a lazy person, but I don't want to do water changes as much as people are doing them. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep this system healthy as possible.